007 is the most famous spy in the world. There isn't anybody who won't know who James Bond is. 007 movies have made the spy iconic. Over the last few years, however, it has not been going very good at all. And now it seems that 007 doesn't need a license to kill, he needs a license to work because apparently it ain't working out so well over at Amazon Studios. Let's dive into this article here from Cosmic Book News. James Bond stalls at Amazon Studios. These people are effing idiots, says producer. Yeah, it seems about accurate. Yeah, just look at ranks of power to let's get any other clarification. No, that's before I continue, I want to say I did not like Daniel Craig as James Bond at all. I don't think he did the. I've nothing against Daniel Craig, good actor, no problem with him. Just he didn't do the role justice at all. He just didn't work in the role in any way, shape, or form for me. And another thing I have a problem with the last few set of James Bond movies, I didn't even watch the last one. The reviews for it was so bad. I just wasn't interested in it at all. And they killed him off at the end of it. So I just wasn't interested in that at all. But the thing about it is that there were no longer any major villain stakes when it came to these movies anymore. And I think that was why they were really killing it. When it comes to James Bond, you want some over the top psycho who has some, I don't know, laser on the moon or wants I don't know, get all the diamonds in the world. And you want James Bond to have cool gadgets. The cars must be cool. The gun must be this. He must have some kind of suit that could do something, some kind of gadgets that could shoot out a bolt from his watch and knock people out. That's what you wanted. You weren't getting that. All you were getting was guy in suit with nice car and a gun that is key to his palm print so nobody else could fire it. That was it. That was it. And it was just so bloody boring. Really, really, really boring. But let's continue on in this. Fans of The Lord of the Rings, The Wheel of Time, and likely He-Man and Voltron are already well aware, but now the owner and producer of James Bond has said what everyone else is thinking. These people are effing idiots over at Amazon Studios. Yep, destroyed The Lord of the Rings, destroyed Wheel of Time. Oh God, we know He-Man. Voltron, but I mean, it wasn't good. Amazon acquired the rights to James Bond back in 2021 after No Time to Die, but no new movie has been released since. Well, when you keep, after the horrible end that was, but what else you gonna do? The Wall Street Journal points out that this is unusual for the franchise, which has rarely taken extended breaks between films and has consistently released a new movie every couple of years since 1962. Moreover, it's now said that the new James Bond movie doesn't appear to be coming out anytime soon. And the thing about it is that it's not rocket science, people. It's not rocket science. It doesn't take some master plan to do these things. Like I said, all you need is a good actor to play James Bond, a good role, and that role she should always have some over-the-top villain who has some master plan to take over the world or something like that. Give James Bond cool gadgets, cool car, beautiful women, and you got a James Bond movie there. It doesn't need to be anything that you have to sit down and think about, because I mean some of the James Bond novels that they put out nowadays, they all that goody that they decide to literally take cues from that. You're gonna be in trouble. You are going to be in trouble. It does not take much. There's a reason the James Bond movies are loved. It is a reason, there's a reason for it. But you won't do that. I mean, what you really think about it is that Pierce Brosnan did a fantastic fantastic job as James Bond. He did a really good job as James Bond, one of the most highly recognized actors to play James Bond. And a lot of those movies had all that stuff I'm talking about. Just go back to that and you will get good movies out of it. But no, you don't want to do that. So what else do you expect other than to fail? The James Bond franchise is owned by Barbara Broccoli, who has final say when it comes to all things about the character. She's old school where story comes first. The article says Broccoli isn't at all happy with Amazon and doesn't want to make a new film with the studio. Well, I really can't blame the woman. Honestly, I really can't blame the woman. When you look at the kind of track record of what some of the stuff that they're putting out, I really cannot blame the woman at all. The relationship between the family that oversees the franchise and the e-commerce giant has all but collapsed. The decaying partnership has scuttled any near-term hope of a new Bond film. Well, yeah, what do you expect? If you don't closely follow industry news, here's what has been gathered from insiders. The tech industry has all the money while traditional film studios are struggling financially. But when you keep putting out shit, clearly you're going to lose money. When you keep doing these things, you can these studios can get back to where they have to be, but they have to rein in these budgets, start focusing on quality over quantity, and actually put out things that are going to put butts in seats. But when you keep listening to these woke lunatics who want your industry to burn down because that's the only thing that would make them happy, you're going to lose money. And the tech giants and stuff have all the money because everything is tech-based and they're just raking in cash. Rumors suggest Comcast might buy Warner Brothers. Oh, what a joy that will be. And I've heard that Disney may eventually sell to Apple. What a loss that will be. The tech industry operates in a vastly different way when it comes to entertainment compared to Hollywood. As the Wall Street Journal notes, the tech industry only cares about price, data, algorithms, and streaming subscriptions. They're not focused on delivering good stories or quality content. They prioritize quantity to get as many eyeballs on their platform as possible. Unfortunately, this often results in poor quality productions. Again, just look at the Rings of Power, for example. You see, here's the thing, that's what I'm saying. You need more smaller production companies and things to start coming out, start to put their money out there, start to make good content, and that's what it is. Because Hollywood keeps destroying itself. They have done that. And once they start selling out to these tech companies who, as they state here and quite rightfully, don't care. They just want to put out as many things as possible to get people to watch. And there are people who will consume anything and they don't care. But the vast majority of people actually care about the content that they will be watching. They don't care about whether it is you want to put out as many things as possible. You can put out what, 50 things in a year. And if all 50 of them are crap, they're all gonna bomb. This is something that these companies don't understand. And this is what keeps tripping them up. This is what Broccoli has told me, but she has told friends she doesn't trust algorithm-centric Amazon with a character she helped to mythologize through big screen storytelling and gut instinct. This fall, she characterized the status of a new movie in dire terms: no script, no story, and no new Bond. To friends, Broccoli has characterized her thoughts on Amazon this way: these people are effing idiots. Yep. Yep. Like I said, that sums it up perfectly. The article further reveals that Broccoli takes a den mother approach when producing and being on the set of James Bond movies, ensuring that the cardinal rules of storytelling are strictly followed. It's also noted that she has rejected offers for TV shows, video games, and even a casino deal related to the franchise. If she takes a den mother approach, and what in God's name was she doing in the last few James Bond movies? Well, whatever. Due to the current impasse, the franchise hasn't moved any closer to its next installment. Broccoli has complained that Amazon isn't a good home for Bond. Back in November of 2024, Broccoli filled the AP. They are going in a new direction with the character, which makes sense as the Daniel Craig version of James Bond was killed off at the end of No Time to Die. I have not watched that movie till this day, and I have no intention of watching it because I actually saw the reviews for it, and I was like, nah, this is just disrespectful to James Bond, and I'm not gonna support that at all. Every time we cast a new actor, the films change. It's the excitement of a new Bond, a new direction. Every one of these people who took on the role offered something new and different. Who could play the new James Bond? Names thrown out there include Henry Cavill, Idris Elba, Godfather. Look, and a bunch of other people. That's what I'm going to say. A bunch of other people. Bottom line of it, people, apparently Amazon is not a good fit for James Bond. They care more about pushing out content just to get eyeballs on it. And the person who owns the rights and everything for James Bond has basically come out and said, what we're all thinking, these people are effing idiots. They have ruined the character of James Bond and continue to do so. So now 007, like I said, doesn't have a license to kill anymore. He needs a license to work. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, should hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell, be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.